Welcome to the Mind Myself podcast. I'm Esther, and it is my pleasure to be bringing you information about healthcare approaches, health issues, and people's health journey stories, all from the complementary, holistic, and integrative perspectives, helping you become your own best health advocate and helping you make your own informed choices because you matter. Welcome to Mind Myself Conversations with E, our fabulous podcast. And we have a wonderful guest today. Welcome, Anick.
Thank you, Esther. So glad to be here today.
Thank you. And Anick, Patry, we're going to be talking today about something juicy and a little bit different. But before we dive into that, let's talk a little bit about you and your credentials and a little bit about your background and where you're from and where you live now.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm Anick. Anick is French, so I'm from Canada, from Quebec, Montreal originally. And I had a strong desire when I was younger to explore the world and I had a dream to live by the beach, to live in a tropical country because I hated the cold weather with a passion. And I was a curious spirit. And I was also I've always been a truth seeker, like always wanted to know what is the truth of the meaning of life, the meaning of existence. What am I really doing on this planet? So, for 7 years, I was a reporter, a journalist which got me also, being curious and asking a lot of questions and traveling and searching and seeking and meeting amazing people like yourself, and so I love to connect. I love the humankind with all its darkness and its light. But so I ended up having a strong call to the land, to the Australian land. The land called me really loud and clear. And obviously it has worked out for me. I built a life here after, 20 years or so. And I fell in love with the land and I met my tribe and I grew an extraordinary holistic conscious community here in Australia. And I live by the beach. So, that's one of my dreams. I mean, we still have, the next dreams and the next dream we're unfolding. As we speak, we're constantly in creation and constantly in, going for our next heart's desire and our next expansion of our vision. And so anyway, that's one piece of the story. I'll take a pause here.
Yeah. So tell us, that's wonderful. How many people dream to live by the beach and then you get to do it? That's fantastic. So tell us a little bit about your work. What is it that you love to do?
Yeah. I'd say I'm a multi-passionate woman. There's a lot of things that I enjoy. I love to dance. I love the body intelligence. I love to sing. I'm very passionate about singing. And I really love transformational work. I'm very passionate about human potential, the capacity that we have to create. One example is like relocating and being an expat by choice, like choosing to create a new life in a different language, in a different climate is a creation. So the reason I share that is because this is my work. Is like there's 50% of my work that is inner work, because we are in our own way. We are our worst enemy. Our mind is filled with conditioning, programming, fears, limiting beliefs. And it's just not the mind, it affects the body. It's connected. The mind and the body are very connected. And so 50% of my work, half of my work is really to untangle the knots that are stuck, in the nervous system, the fears, the traumas, the limitations that our mind and body, can keep us trapped sometimes. So we can have a really amazing idea, but you have to break it down into steps and inspired actions to make it become your reality, your physical reality. So I'm very passionate about voicing that, dancing that, and actualizing that, the vision that we have for our lives, the heart, what makes our heart beat and what excites us. So we can have an experience that feels, where we feel connected and nourished and loved and cared for by whole of life, and where we get to fully express our own unique sacred self-expression, when we can fully express our gift, our joy, our wisdom. And our life experiences is the fruit of, this is what I often say, one of my favorite saying, Esther, is like, we teach what we need to learn the most.
Right. Yes.
And I'll pause here.
I totally believe that. We often teach what we need to learn the most, for sure. And I know that today you want to take a little bit of a dive into intuition as your business superpower. Maybe in the context of what you just said, let's talk a little bit about intuition and business.
How beautiful. I love that question. Very powerful question. Well, okay, your intuition, I truly believe, Esther, that every human has intuition, is intuitive, is an intuitive being. Everyone is an intuitive being, but we've been programmed and conditioned to suppress, ignore, or deny that superpower that we have, our intuition, our inner guidance, something that is abstract and not necessarily tangible. Like some people might get it as a voice, they might hear it, some people might have like vision, they have a very, in their mind, they have a very active third eye, so they see something, they have a vision, they really see with their imagination, they see a big picture of, the colorful and who's going to be there. And, they have a very vivid imagination, very visual imagination. And some people would be feeling in the body. I know for me, my intuition, when I get a divine truth, I like to call it a divine truth, is I get the shivers very strong. I could get it in the neck, I could get it on my arms, I could get it on my spine. Like I get the shivers, so I know that it's completely in alignment, that my choice, that my actions, that the people that I'm magnetizing, attracting, it's all in alignment. So it's all intuitively guided. And then I get the shivers. It's like it's saying, my body's saying a big fat yes, this is the right thing for you, Anick. You're at the right place, you're doing the right thing, they're the right people for you, go for it. Does that make sense? And then go on.
No, it does. And my question is, so it's really clear for you, you get like a tingly feeling. I think some people are highly intuitive, but they might not get that physical sensation in the same way that you do. What are some other ways that you would know if you're operating in intuition?
Yeah. Well, as I was saying, I was, like with some people are visual, that they're gonna see, they're gonna get a clear picture. They're going, you sometimes you haven't seen someone for years, or you just think of them and then they call, telepathy, you know, and then they call you, or they send you an email or something, or, you know, you see them on social media. Oh my gosh, you haven't seen that person forever, and then they come. Well, that's an intuitive sign. Then you know, we receive signs. So that's a visual sign, you know, you receive a sign, which they call you auditory. So some people, they hear a song, or they hear it inside of them. And we have to learn to make the distinction between the voice of trauma and the voice, you know, the voice of the ego, and the voice of your heart, of your soul, the voice. And usually the distinction is like, one is very subtle and whispers. It's very, you have to be in silence to hear it. Okay. And then you've got the body one, as I mentioned before, is like the feeling. You feel it in your body. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I've got a gut feeling. It's my gut. Your gut's got to be clean, though, because if you've got a lot of parasites in there, and you eat a lot of junk, and I'm guilty of that sometimes. You know, sometimes I go and you know, I've got an addiction with vinegar chips, very bad, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just got to be strong and not buy them, because if I buy them, this is it. You know what I mean? So yeah. We're human, right? We're having a human experience. Like but the intuition is available, is accessible. And then there's a number four way where you receive intuition is cognitively, is like an inner knowing. And I'm very, very strong with that one. I got the physical, the feeling, but I get the knowing, an inner knowing very strongly. It's like, I know I've got to turn right, not left. Like, I just know, you know, when I came to Australia, every steps along the way, it was hard work. I mean, I had to face a lot of fears to come here. It didn't happen just like that. I had no friends here. I could barely speak English. I had a really bad English. I became an English teacher. I'm a certified, qualified English teacher now. But I mean, there's been a lot of steps and a lot of facing fears and limitation, and a lot of, you know, action to bring my body in a place where it was possible that, you know, like, I had to really let go of an old identity to embody a new version of myself. Do you know what I mean?
Totally. And so, what courage that took for you to step into all of that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it takes courage for all of us. Yeah, you're right. You named it. Courage. It comes from in French, from the word cœur, le cœur, your heart. It's cœur. Courage comes from the heart. It's when you follow your intuition, your bliss, your desire, your heart's desire. When you follow something that you really want badly with all your heart and soul, when you're going to take your body with you, you're going to take your whole being with you. And see, I'm just talking with my body, because you're going to bring all of you. And it's not always easy. It can be challenging. And that's where intuition in your creation, in your business, because we you know, in Mind Myself, like living our mission, our passion, our purpose, our soul's purpose. So we create businesses, and we create successful businesses. Why? Because we follow, and we follow our bliss, we follow our intuitions, we follow the signs, we follow the inspiration, and we bring all of us with us. You know, you bring your body, your fears, you bring the whole shebang. Mm-hmm. And you get support. You don't do that alone. I wouldn't be where I'm at now without the humankind, amazing mentors, coaches, healers, loving friends, community. Like, I wouldn't be where I'm at now if I wouldn't have done all the programs and received all the help in the world that I've received. And I keep educating myself, and I keep receiving the love and the support of amazing mentors. I am one myself. I help others. I'm amazing at what I do. It's amazing. I mean, not me, Anick, but what comes through is incredible. You know, the energy and the wisdom that comes through, Anick, is amazing, right? and holding that space for another to also, when we are unique, we are ourselves, we give permission to others we show them that it's possible. If I'm doing it, if I'm embodying this dream, if I'm doing what I love, if I'm here having a life in an environment that I love, if I'm here sharing my voice, you can do that too. But
Absolutely.
you go first, we go first, I go first, we go first. You have to go first.
Right. We're leading the way in essence. And I know that you've led the way in creating a new modality that you call voice tapping. We have a few minutes left in our conversation. Tell us about voice tapping and how you help business people with voice tapping.
I could talk forever. I just love, it's just so fascinating, isn't it? Yeah, voice tapping is it has been a very powerful tool, modality for me to heal some really deep shit, ancestral traumas, crappy lineage. Yeah, just really big shit, like, I mean, I call a spade, but it's just really, and we all, you know what I mean, in the collective, there's, so many limitation on the humankind, but we're a lot more powerful than that. So anyway, voice tapping came to me because it's an embodied modality. It works for me, and it has served my client in the highest. I see, some of my clients, they double their income, they started they lived their passion, they left a good corporate job to move into like an amazing passion of they bought their house of their dream, they met their soulmate, like they really have transformed incredible from being in a life that they didn't enjoy into living a mission that they fill them with joy, with ecstasy, with bliss. I mean, it's not always bliss like 24/7, but they really, they got to jump into incredible new lives that are more in alignment with their heart, with their soul, with their, more closer to who they really are and what they really love. So voice tapping is basically tuning into the body, activating some energy points that are in the body, and using the voice to release tension, emotions, releasing the old contraction of the fear or the belief that is in the body, that is filled with fear or with hurt or with potential traumas. Or so we name it, we move it in the energy from the body by naming it, by voicing it, and by releasing sound. And then I channel sound myself that would help to integrate in the DNA, integrate in the body, integrate in the subconscious mind, the divine truth, the truth. The truth is you can have it all, you can be it all, you can do it all. That's the truth. The truth is like infinite possibilities, The truth is you are loved beyond measure. There's three deep truth, and yet our mind and what we've learned as a human being is full of contractions and resistance and fears. So voice tapping is a playful modality that helps release, make space, and open you up to new possibilities, and makes you feel bloody better. It makes you feel, once you voice it and release it, and you're not in the contraction anymore, because we can get trapped in our own head and rehearse like a little hamster in a wheel, like turn and do, like stay at the same place, same old. So it's, it's a modality. It's powerful. It has worked for me. It has worked with my client. It's my toolkit. It's part of my toolkit. And I find it extremely powerful, and it's been guided. It's an intuitive modality. It's been completely I've received it from upstairs, from the universe, from the divine.
And those are the best things, right? When you receive something from the divine, those are the best things to share in the world.
That's right. That's right.
That's
it has
awesome.
saved me, Esther. It has saved my life. It has saved me to receive this modality and receive this consciousness through the modality, and the possibilities. And it has really helped me and my clients to shift incredible fears. We can get so hold on into the old. And so I had a speech impediment. I no longer have it. And I got onto a TEDx stage, and I got to public speaking in front of thousands of people, and I was terrified. I was such a shy person. I felt very insecure, and the dance of like what other people would think of me, and it's a dance, it's a dance, but to keep showing up, and deciding. And with voice tapping, I've been able to release so much, release so
amazing. And I know that there are going to be people who want to reach out to you, and they can do that with your information in the notes. So that's fantastic. And as we wrap up today, Anick, we could talk for hours, I know, but as we wrap up for today, what is one thing you'd like to leave your listener with to invite or inspire or challenge?
Invite, inspire, or challenge. I suppose what I would say, if you feel a resonance, please do reach out, because the first, it's always good to, no shift will occur if you're not taking action. You have to take actions like this. You know what I mean? We have to, like Esther and I, we've met, we connected, she came to my event, Voice Elevate Connect. We're building this rapport, this creating relationship, and we both taken actions. We've both made choices and taken action to create this podcast together, to create this experience. So any experience, you've got to take action. That's one of my messages, really, to take inspired action. So if you feel called, please do reach out to Esther or to myself if you resonate with the energy that I'm sharing here. Sometimes it's just a little something that someone says and you're like, I got to reach out to that person. You don't need to know exactly why and how and blah, 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 but you reach out. So follow your inspiration if you're called. That's one of the big message that I want to convey here. And the second big message that is be kind with yourself. Be kind with yourself. We're on a journey, and it's step by step by step. So remain gentle with the self.
I love that. What a perfect ending. Let's be kind to ourselves. Thank you so much, Anick, for being here with us today, and have a good rest of your week.
Thank you, Esther. Such a joy to be with you today, and for your generosity and all you do in the world. It's remarkable. I really respect and value and see you. And thank you for your incredible work. Your podcast, your platform is just phenomenal, what you're creating in this world. And thank you for having me. A joy to share, some gold in my heart to share. And I trust that it inspires your audience and elevates you, inspire you, and get you into inspired actions.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us at the Mind Myself podcast today. We know that time is precious, and you've spent some of your valuable time with us. We're grateful. If you would like to reach out to our guests directly, the information is below. And if you would like more from Mind Myself, that information is also below. Please visit our website and check out all the information about the different complementary, holistic, and integrative healthcare approaches, information about health issues, more podcasts, tons of blogs, and we even have a community page for you where you could reach out and tell your story safely, or you could ask questions and perhaps somebody else in the world is going through something similar to you. In any case, we're so glad you're with us, and we're doing this because you matter.